I'm Dr. Krishna Man and this is my YouTube channel CBSE Tech Talks. Today I'm going to explain the logic for finding out roots of quadratic equation. Now we know this is the equation, quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0, and this is the formula for quadratic equation. Let's start. So for finding out the roots, we need the coefficients of variable. We need coefficients of the equation, that is a, b and c are required. The values of a, b and c are required, and the value of a can't be 0. This is the condition, means the equation has to be in the form of ax square plus bx plus c. So a, b and c should have some value. Let's start. Okay, so first comment statement: program to find out roots of quadratic equation. So first of all, we have to read three values. Now in this case, if you see here, we have under square root. So square root, we have a function square in under math library. So we will be importing math library. I have already shown you one program, that is importing of math library for finding out area and circumference of circle, where we use function pi. So here we will be using square root. So I am importing, first of all, import math. So all the functions related to math library are imported here. We need to read the value of all the three coefficients a, b, c. We will be using the variables which are already there to be used, having some meaning. Input, enter a. So we are entering the value of a here. Everyone knows that in quadratic equation a is the coefficient of x square. B equals to int, input, enter b, and c equals to int. Okay, now it is double equal to is put up. Int, input, enter c. So we have read all the three values. The value of all the three variables are read here. After this, we will be checking the condition. Now, the value of a should not be 0. If a is 0, we will stop then and there only. So if a equals to 0, so what do we need to do if the value of a is 0? I think this is O. If a is 0. So what is required if the value of a is 0? We don't have to do anything. We have to stop then and there only. So we will be writing values of a should not be 0. Print and value of a can't be 0. It can be written as one statement: value of a can't be 0, and we will abort there only. Okay, else, this is the very first case. Else, now what is in the else case? Else case, if we go with, we can calculate b square minus 4ac, because in both the roots, one is minus b plus and the other one is minus b minus. So we can find out the value of b square minus 4ac, and we can calculate square root in one go only, so that we will have minimum calculations in the coding. So else may we go with, we write here d capital, d equals to a into a, b square minus 4ac, b into, now b into b minus 4 is minus 4 into a into c. So this is the value. Now if the value of d is greater than 0, we know that the condition, if the value of d is greater than 0, so roots will be real and unequal. If the value of d, that is b square minus 4ac, is 0, the roots are real and equal. And if the value of d is less than 0, that will be, roots will be imaginary and unequal. So we will go with only two cases when the roots are real. We will not even compute the complex roots. So if this, so again we have to go with the value of d. So inside, if we are going to go with the condition. So we have one if, in the else we have other if. So if d is greater than 0, what is to be done? We have to find out square root. So root 1 will become, root 1 equals to minus b plus math.sqrt. Now in both the cases we have to calculate square root. So what we can do, we can even find out square root and we can store into temporary variable. You can say s, or you can say d, can say d equals to, capital D equals to math.sqrt d. So it is going to calculate the square root of d and it will assign to the value d. It will be easy. Otherwise, in both the cases, we have to calculate the value of d. Now we write the first equation. First root will be, or you can say r1 equals to minus b plus d. Numerator is calculated upon 2 into a. Now denominator is having 2a. If we will not put this bracket here, it will divide by 2 and it will multiply by a. Numerator will be multiplied by a, but we have to divide by 2a. So 2a has to be into the parenthesis. Root 2 equals to, again, minus b minus d upon 2 into a. I think this is clear. I'm repeating. First of all, we have calculated the square root of discrimination, that is delta. We go in the mathematics. First root is minus b plus square root. Other one is minus b minus square root upon 2a. 2a is to be in the denominator. So as 2 and a both are in denominator, it has to be put into parenthesis. Otherwise, if we will not put these parentheses, it will divide by 2 and the a will be multiplied to the numerator. And that way the answer will be wrong. So we can display. Okay, now here there is some issue, that's why it is not going. So print. Now roots are real and unequal. Roots are real and unequal. Okay, so we have equal, and then we can display the values. Print root 1 equals to r1 comma root 2 equals r2. Done. This you can say block is over. Now we will be going to go with else. But we have three cases of d. D is greater than 0, D equals to 0, and D is less than 0. So instead of else, we will be going to go with elif. Now if D equals to 0, it means roots are real and equal. So we will be going to go with that. R1 equals to minus b upon 2a, and root 2 equals to root 1. Or you may assign, or you may not write this. Now print, I'm copy pasting so that it will be easy little bit. Now roots are real and equal. I'm modifying that only. And this thing, root 1, root 2. Okay. Now else of it. It means simply we will be writing roots are imaginary, are complex. Imaginary, and the program gets over here only. Let's run. Here to save. The name given is, let me give the name as quad. Save. It is going to take the value of A, B and C. So we will be going to go with, let's take 3, 5. Okay, there is some error after B. Let's see what is error. It is giving the value C. Okay, the spelling of input, if you see, there is no input. There is some spelling mistake there in the coding. So input. Again run it. It's okay with these errors. With the errors you will understand, or you will come to know how to debug and how to go with that. So in this case, roots are real and unequal. This is first root and this is second root. Let's go with the second. We will go with all the three cases. Again run it. Let's take 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. In this case, roots are complex and imaginary. And the third one, we are going to again run it. And this time I will be giving the values in such a way that they are equal. So if I give 2, 4, 2. So you will have roots are equal and real. So this is what all three situations we have tried for all the three cases where the value of D is greater than 0, equals to 0 and less than 0. So that's all for this coding. I think the program is clear to you. If you want, I can explain once more. We have imported a math function here. We have read the value of all the three variables, that is coefficients of x, a, b and c. If the value of a is 0, it means you are dividing by 2a, and if the value of a is 0 means you will be dividing by 2 into 0, that is 0. That will be infinite. We can't divide any number by 0, that become infinite. So this is the case when we have to check. Now let's see with the 0. We have not tried. I have missed upon what if we have entered the value of a as 0. Let's run that also once. 0, 2 and 3 or anything. Value of a can't be 0, so it is not calculating, it has stopped then and there only. I think the coding is clear, so value of a can't be 0. Now else if the value of a is not 0, we are calculating the value of d, that is b square minus 4ac. This is discrimination or delta we call. Now we have three cases. When the value of d is greater than 0, roots are real and unequal. When the value of d is 0, roots are real and equal. And in the last case, that when the value of d is less than 0, it means you will be getting square root of negative number, that is complex number, imaginary number, and the roots are complex and imaginary. So I think this coding is clear. Students, I would like you to like and subscribe this channel so that you will get such coding again and again, and you can even give your inputs so that I can make videos or I can make the coding for that particular question that is given in the description at the bottom. Please do utilize and convey to your friends by sharing it to maximum as much as you can. Okay, see you in the next coding.